Welcome back, everybody. Today we are discussing episode 31 of the Dicely campaign, Boiler Room Blitz. We are back from break and we are in a precarious situation. Bernharda has just come to us in the middle of the night to let us know that Rollo, the little kobold friend we made the other day, has been captured by the storm guard. She tells us that he has a past with them and that's why she doesn't want to get the city guard involved, since they're like a criminal gang and stuff. So here we are. I guess we're gonna go save him. It's the middle of the night, so we are sneaking our way through back alleyways. Azaria helps teach everyone how to stealth better, and Elwyn casts invisibility on Abe, Drac, and Nell so that they can sneak through even better. We move through the city towards these warehouses that Bernharda says Rollo's being kept at. She eventually leads us to this long rectangular building. There's no windows on it, which sounds like a safety hazard to me, but there's 2 doors in the front and 1 door in the back, and she leads us around to the back area. When we get back there, we decide to send Abe in first. He's the most dexterous of the invisible people, and Elwyn creates a telepathic bond so that he can sneak in and relay any information back to the group. We're going full stealth. We're gonna get in, we're gonna get Rollo, we're gonna get out. They'll never even know we were there. Well, Abe is in there, taking a little look-see, sneaking around. The rest of us start to ask Bernharda some more questions about what exactly is going on here. And she's being pretty dodgy with her answers. Gideon sees right through it and demands that she tells us exactly what is going on here. And she finally reveals to us that she is also in league with these people, and they're really just looking for Abe. Which is unfortunate because we just sent him in there by himself. Nell punches Bernharda in the gut, breaking her invisibility, and runs straight into the building. The rest of us grab Bernharda, start to tie her up. Gideon pulls a gun, puts it right against her head. Bernharda tries to cast a spell to release herself from these bonds, which Elwyn counterspells, but Gideon also reflexively shoots his gun, which doesn't kill her, but sure does make a loud noise. So this whole thing has gone really wrong really quickly. I gotta say though, I am deeply in love with all of the players who play in this game. While these are maybe not the most optimal choices that could be made, they are very in-character, fantastic, narratively driven choices. So regardless of how I reacted in the moment or now, know that I love them and I wholeheartedly support these insane choices that are being made right now. Anywho, looks like we're in combat, so we all rush into the building to figure out what's going on and make sure that Nell and Abe are okay. Abe starts off on the 2nd floor of the building. He's picking people off up there. The rest of us are kind of on that main floor. We leave Bernharda tied up within an inch of her life in the corner of the room while we do this fight. Drac makes this great choice right off the top where he sends a message to Charity Cozybug to let her know what's going on, and she replies letting us know that she'll send the Melage, the magical police, our way. The leader of the group inside here casts some sort of spell or something that brings a bunch of the objects in the room to life. The biggest problem of which is a giant boiler in the corner. It can spray steam and is causing massive amounts of damage and is clearly quite tanky. It's not going down without a fight. After a few rounds of combat, we are suddenly attacked by Bernharda's signature spiritual weapon, a frying pan, and we look around and realize that she's gotten out of her bonds and she's scurrying away. Azaria goes after her, and since she's already so weak, they very easily take her down, knock her out. But just before she goes down, she looks at Azaria and says, "Kill me in the glory of Malden." She's a worshiper of Malden, and we also know that she was staring at Abe strangely before and also brought him here. That's not great. That's really not great. If Malden is onto us, we don't want that. We're all still kind of reeling from that revelation when we do finally take that boiler down, which is great. Thank God, right? Woo! But the relief is short-lived. As Denny tells us that now that the boiler is deactive, it looks as if it's growing in size. It's building up pressure, and maybe it's gonna explode in 3 turns. And so we scramble because we still haven't even found Rollo. We didn't realize there was gonna be a time limit to this until the group splits up. Azaria, Drac, Nell, and Elwyn head to the front of the building, which we haven't even been here yet. We have 3 rounds to find him and get out of here, while Abe and Gideon stay in the back. Elwyn casts Fly on herself so that she can move more quickly, and we find an office with a big lock on the door. She casts Eldritch Blast, smashing the lock. We get in, Rollo's there, great. He's unconscious, which is not as great, but Azaria gives him a little bit of health, which wakes him up, though he's still groggy, and Drac helps him leave. Front of the warehouse crew do manage to make it out of that building with Rollo within the 3 rounds. In the back of the building, Abe is going through something. Abe looks at Bernharda, a follower of Meldon, and there's clearly something still in him that's connected to this religion. So he gives her a healing potion, stands her up, and tries to battle her so that he can give her a proper, worthy death. I think. Which is another insane, bold choice. That is part of the reason that these people are all such amazing D&D players. But I'm freaking out. And so is Gideon, which is good because he turns, sees what's happening, and shoots Bernharda from the doorway, killing her. Hoping that with her dead, Abe will just leave the building. Though he does not. He falls to his knees by her side. And that's when the boiler explodes! Drac, Rollo, Nell, and Azaria have only just made it outside of the building in the front. Gideon has only just made it outside the building in the back. Elowen has managed to make it 120 feet from the front door with her fly speed, and she's flagging down the Malege who are coming across the bridge, trying to get them to stop. And Abe is still inside the building as the whole thing erupts in fire and force. Pieces of the building fly off into the night. The Malege gasp and scream, and flames engulf the building, lighting up the darkness all around us. And that's where the episode ends. We have not yet resolved the aftermath of that explosion. We don't know who may be unconscious or not or dead. So I don't know about you, but I am on the edge of my seat, waiting to see what's gonna happen next week and how sad I am going to have to be. So if you would be so kind as to offer us the emotional support that we are going to require at the start of this next episode, you can join us on Sunday, July 31st at twitch.tv/DicelyDND, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, and I don't know, and just come give us like hugs from the chat, please. That's all I've got for this time, though, my friends. I hope you're staying happy, staying kind, and as always, remember to play Dicely Rick.